Met Dr. Dunayot, Wero Yin, Ketela Med Patek, Ruichi Nong Met ne Ikwane ma pat. Nong Nala instant noodles ni tin ne pichama met do yoriot. Nong edukan ki supermarket duju may loboman. Peluchat mabuk lim chapa General Enterprises kiti dukan na madek. Irafik Building Echikubwe Kampala. Nala instant noodles boil season star. Enjoy.
Adek niano due cerio niano due aye adek medwe me de Mario amir jule mata katwal I Wando TV yupwa me Rupiny son wane pete yupe mabe ento watamne ubo yupe Yes, for the 12 in Mexican wa kudiko ene wajuli mata katwal yupo me Rupiny kin majuni klonya ne ema akwara tie kan ko ringo ti ko dugo ki West Nile Uchoni ni ringe
sio mabema aworo adugo bena mabema
woto boro ni ningo berbo kira na ni
berbo kira pian weko kanja beach yunge show ke come we are po o West Nile district me pay the Zombo district me Zombo kina misha wangwen motiano so leaving at 10 in the morning then ocha wangwen motiano so the whole of Saturday I was in Zombo and Zombo is my second home pajo wa Mario then waje juikan Zombo teka mama mana aki ye and kana waje ni aki Zombo jomo kana machungi shol manyo chungi radio waje na rengi pede dana me Zombo so kama mama ni ai ye ano ne kama ano panea an kana chingwa mana po aki Zombo no rengi bene pe
no kone peke nywele bana
no peke nywala bene so Zombo tek pajo wa Mario
yes
the whole of Saturday chello bed is Zombo bed ko work campaign no teach one me bed ki fax me nen kiet mano down tika ko kede bene nen kiet mano pen tika loke kede kar ke bed studio kanya his ilogo tap no ngoma no ti on ground so bed kar me the whole day bed we border me what ka bed ma part aberi kar me lemo gan kwan mo kana manyingo kata mabe metimo pen me pieli achara igi oriyare mo kana aberi kar me oyigi maneno ket ma services me yat kilo to tika what kere oriyare oni gana share ma ukano ema ma I am still finding out more but basing on what I gathered on ground ano lotiano maromo lotiano mia shell ki piera beach ki wie mamwa ga getie tie kiana pa para shell para rio ma getie pol padano mia shell piera beach ki wie manone uti lotiano magi choro gi ki sub county magi luoni rusi gi chwalo gi I sub county magi luoni alangi me cerca tiu iporo coffee nursery garden me peko en ngom magiti yuke me pepto mwanyini an lotiano chan they were so miserable kene mwaga para rio apenya chelo wayanti P2 and they were the majority
giti coffee nursery
they were at the coffee nursery and no giti at the police post police your mago gi ocho gi wen bien kene no mwaga giba ema child labor kashil kiloke child trafficking because from another district to another district in the name of me team or teach iporo mwenye pangat money make nero lotia me benaba you yourself you not even allow those children menani gen go temo ko teach makomano ni so when I landed on these children I was able to speak to some of them gen go wayani they don't know even the person muteroki kati mutish kono gen megi cher choki ni obin tij moti Zombo
kino ke bichulugi
ni kichulugi ento no food be kiana di umere chulgi cha gen be no pegi ngeo
Ainge ya winyi story ano ne atike nyaka la rema mo abe ke West Nile. Bino ganga icha bichel.
Yes.
En betike por mwani izombo kono. So unoti ganga icha bichel kiberika go yere chim loka kes ano ne. Ni la wore matine ibani en betika for mwani ke mako lutino kiti wa jirani ni. So noti loka chim the entire time lokom lutino teaching.
Yeah.
In nursery pamoja.
Yeah, so I go shim achi report on ngi come. And no evidence mefti ki mefu ki peko en gene ka share ki evidence me keno magen go berka teri ina. Pian logo ki me mo mo wakana ti biara bi ki wie. Wa gen gi kelo gi chalo tero. Palo tiano en magi kelo gi ne ben go pek no pek kweo I kavera magitiu kere na piato mwanya ene. So later on I was able to reach out to the RDC. RDC why that is the third case Magen go registering as Zombo district
child
of
labor.
Child trafficking and child labor. So Jomo kere now and Jomo get you and kilo
itam ni pero me chene ma pere ke minyoro pere ka gwakalo tino child headed families tino ti school fees ina because the tino bidon ka gubero gang la bon teach we could create problem chala go I think it's better me catch teacher dak bedak ne inhuman teach money can you like sex trafficking I don't know.
Long way why you lo makakare piana lo tinga mo kana maloko ket gi gen go wajo ni mama go shwala gene gen go pian tem teach pian ne gang kwano dong chok me dog mer gi yen yo no school fees no uniform nge mo ka cha ko ma no uniform mo ka uniform no balle no pere tek no mer gen go no chana mo mer gen go ti kere we lo book kala mo him so in only the role of the parents gen get ka work tenyo lo tiano no fend on your own yen yo ni gen but we should not you kilo tera dong no fin waka pe yeni o mero gen go ten teach
atam is an issue man needs like thorough discussion in a way because Jim led wong young John no dan ben pe for dan young for ring ja fu ki mo kadi
on mama no engaging a cha fu na TP3
iti mo kadi
waka
bong mo yana pa
pithira beru ken mo abora bong
so it's not any different from what you market on you kwe you kavera me mwanye
but let it be maybe at the home level no peki chokwe chokame twallo commercial setting if ni amala nala nyuru funyu la tena ni a ko die ko chan ting lagwa ni ting gena mi we diangale Pebere right then ting kwere loptora wachere poro because in that process in ben you know you're teaching your child but ngat me chero ka timo tichalo pi is not teaching not part mon not
anyway and loko na wanyu ako ni mamir ko monen kong chawa me press digest ngo matika wache nei front page kita wa PLE subjects increased to 6 mer front page tika wache ne comment details of draft primary school curriculum out grading system manyien kitika chwara ne waka the front page tika wajne kumena story ne tik page number dak ento bena chal meti ne front page ene producer chen kene ke kere judiciary directed on case backlog lo waje iwo kan ni kitia wide cases madon ko re a backlog o ay aliba ye apawi der 16,000 case backlog so combating kaya watching Chief Justice Manyerne la dear Fabian Zeja Karachelo ki Principal Judge Lady Justice Jane Francis Abodo Judge Gitika and Vice President Jessica Lupo Kidong Supreme Court Judge Mike Chivite Ken Wengitika and we hope Chief Justice Manyan a very energetic young man, not young man but of course he's fairly young me konyo case backlog in matiene oringi
Amira for kaloko katikuma the judiciary directed on case backlog kai woro i magistrate courts ma pari mati in Uganda inoni Paul padana ma Paul gitere man ma food cases kipegi chomo and I think there's also another style of things magiti at judiciary. There's a court scheduling. I love the technology Magi introducing, my judiciary introducing. Mane kumberi all the files number are entered in the system. to avoid log mo na file ruenyi. So ka file number na take command and me as accused new ngap complain I take number on I just go to the person my new teacher secretary to that magistrate, then enter the case number, then case on a computer. Now it is upon the magistrate me scheduling cases me win new cases. Now that will depend on the availability of the time manu and magistrate on it together. Now in only karma poll cases may not scheduling with your take cases manu a shell lu dot gilobo cases give your at that lugang pa jomone maji maho nyo ngat mo na magi maho ni no they are putting pressure me penyo ni awena magi winyo case pa ngat mo. So you see those cases coming up very fast for mentions. Now what about cases of those mag mahogi wadi gibe penyo kamagiti ye wadi ginyo jem mo pe chingi magiromo no kere ki lawyer manyo they will really make follow up. There are very many cases registered that are not being followed simply because the accused or the complainants do not have access to lawyers. They don't have the money.
ADR, alternative dispute resolution.
That would be something that should be taken up seriously. But talk about the ADR seems not to be getting
practical.
Not to be practical. Because kind of ADR is embraced. No cases would be handled right from the village level. Most of these cases come from the villages. And if the LC system is properly empowered, because I can remember vividly 2003, 2004 when I was still a young boy, kanyo ahubi mo kwala gweno. Nyo go dahone. Nyo gongulu enye trading center. Nyo gongulu enye wiko. Gin magete mo ngla dot report LC ka doro case ene. Nya anba le walwenye nyere foda kuma loka kuma. Then LC mobilizing community members, executive members ne. Kashia ki elders. Then get what temo yeme money, you take your money. Then Gisako gena in Yerukela dot bought one in if for and take log at a normal me. So the members of the public become also part of the court. You understand? But no food else ki John peguka taking all my meggy basing on no at least luak bonomi your tamgi. And immediately watching orengi tell me already come nyeri. Ngole betu mo chao on show te oriat nene isho and pi rep mi kere komani pe chul mama dit kwa chang can you empty case ba kwalo DLG gweno gine because I can remember participating in some of the cases and we chop it there and then and that was the alternative dispute resolution pian a shell it gives time to this person make luor ibale ni adane na temo right pian luak wen kwera ario kero pe a chero ka be the prison kon kono wen alotiano ki dagona ga ngao mi rogok lotiano. So alternative dispute resolution is the best way of resolving
case
backlog.
Eno kineno mamegwa pa lutedero ka be execution ke practicability ti teko.
That is
on paper it's sounding good and jomo ka be still resistant na executing. But anyway, page number Ario due process must be followed in amending Uganda's constitution. Men fudara kiti amete iketmenga me where penchek at 30 years on 31 this year. Page number 30, why of course new curriculum inside new primary curriculum obukato ring ikite wa ni kibikwanyo grading system me aggregate 4 ni why schools mo kana nyingu winye ahedi teachers kwena wen kumeri kitika kwalo penya na wako tena bedon karo
I think
party so kiti mera local grading system from aggregate 4 as the best or the topmost.
A very West style, and I happened to appear on 2 radio stations and we're discussing and I do keep a pen the whole district of Madio Colono first grade at Chelakan. So I want to keep down my West Nile. Chamo can pana mera ngam doga me discussing lokom penny lo me Uganda ite kwan me lo me Uganda kumbeti because the inequality stima did a poka te did totual. Pero mo wajala tiyan mo na matika kwano inamo kohara primary school. School money manong tok manong ti char money mati yu la mo nyu ya gago merotim pen marom questions marom kilo teno magitika kwane Kampala parents. I don't know what tika vola kero kumpeta mera waji kafuri penyangwen tika yelo lo teno kuman meto pen man local grade yes local grade gi romo kila local money wanero timme isini pen pel lo teno kla ngwen when the new curriculum the first set of the students again go kwan new curriculum again go setting lock me ABC unyano we gain kwan unyano and I love it this way school mo berka jenye ni wano lo beru paka now when you take your time and begin counting the number of A's, B's and C's, then you use it to consider near you were loyal. But gangwan money chare talk go no A's.
But also because I think it needs some more Makwano is a private school money green grading system get any outstanding, moderate, average, medium.
So they use the degree of adverbs.
Yes.
Money excellent. Outstanding is above excellent.
Yes. Excellent.
Then medium.
Below average.
Below average. So that is a good one. And it is neutral. Kero pelotiano beriki kuni kenana me I know D one do make it F9.
So, and we put grading no check like for example from 55 to 60.
Yeah, 55 to 60.
In the Chinong 62 it grade in the poro, which means just by 2 marks ilaming.
But the fact is, I think the education system in Uganda it needs a complete overhaul.
Yeah.
First of all, we need to address the structural problems.
But also we need like thorough stakeholder engagement because and it's not just about students. One when you're young Latina average is not bad.
And education is not about examination. I want the West Nile. I know you could Niba, page magimi kilotiane. Gipenyo gini ikom jami mano gen gonyang. Pero mo pe merni emer la gam ki bora ma.
But also
no pe anyang. So you know the gap me poro paluteno. The major blame. Ka do me pen PLM goes to the teachers.
Of course.
When it comes to coverage.
Like I watch Boringi Kiriwaji Keren any overhauled education in Uganda because any schools kidong privatization of Gankwan any schools going to take a rushing near mero first grade makumana, mere 4 aggregates madi makumana. Do thing are under immense pressure, may cramming. Walufonye weng I know the Latin one take and a bit ti uncle mo tiki company ma hiring da you know Latin money ke udoti your university ba P7 tiki 4 O level tiki first grade
8 yeah
S6 rombe be come on
nya para bora
gana university chakera no por chakera poporo so la watch uncle no watch any and ba ankati hiring da I don't even look at the university grades I don't even look at the S6 I look at the S4 in that way. Then chamo can schools again when they cheat.
Yeah.
Even though Narmon looks very good on paper.
Emma.
Pendong one-on-one, come I want to ring it. Kumbere Trump on all Pengeyu. Who is
Emma.
You making a wang no pegging.
So long as for any Jova setting, pay you melotiano, quan gun go tem. California Magifonia in some of the schools in Lome, Uganda. What take a vola to me discussing PLE results. Then Joma setting pen ani. They are not from heaven. They don't just come from heaven then go back to heaven. They live with us. Then if we continue to have a country like Uganda, they have gone to privatization. They have gone to open a private school for themselves. These are the people who are supposed to supervise.
And their number one goal is profit maximization.
Yes. Campaign and take a table because they are ministers. Because they are permanent secretaries, because they work in the Ministry of Education. Now, what about school?
And young Makwano, no poor when you like money director my school. It was the headmaster who was the overhaul. And Mark, but the headmaster is an employee. There is a school director who is the owner of the school.
Who can even fire you on phone.
Yes.
And you have nothing to say.
Young in my primary school, the headmaster here was the overall big person. Mark, when your schools have directors, my friend.
And
the director is the owner of the school.
And stays in the school.
In headmaster, you just...
But
anyway, page number 1 anti-wire researchers protest NDA decision to increase clinical trial fees. Many kept me research lock mengo yat. Omiro chato yoro chawaneti rio. Page number B Museveni's lawyers ask court to dismiss Kasvante's application ring la nyen cha bika wache kan Kasibante Robert Kasibante muchungwe bedo candidate me bedo president of Uganda for filing petition challenging Museveni's victory in the 2026 polls. Kumbeti Karugire Edwin Karugire Mati be lawyer pa ditlo president Yoweri Museveni ki Galisonga president again lawyer pa Kasibante gitika tackling it head to head nga mamiro ulo I case enini. So Museveni lawyers asked court to dismiss Kasibante's application. So you take a page number beach. Mera don't pick when you call they just order you to dismiss.
So I think that is a ground for Pangatmatica defending President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Maybe Ginaroni petition per Ladita Kasibante does not hold water.
Yeah.
It's not substantial.
Yeah.
But it is at the discretion per court, Supreme Court, Meng Winyu, Lokni Akibot parties. Who win you Kasibante, then President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, represented by the lawyers. Biananka Keroko Komi, Itero and Ibot, New Borlangol Cop, New Borngat Momero Conwa, Ginapira Teklaw and Ngap Annie, Mero win, Megi Bene, take evidence for Megi, Kerry Mecha. No, in my adore and me take evidence, but me backing up, me refuting near any Logadako. So we leave it now to court to decide whether the Kasibante is right or is wrong, or whether the Museveni's lawyers are right in asking for the court to dismiss petition by Kasibante. Why children should consider TVET opportunities after PLE? It's also here. Technical vocational education training. So, petami kana por club bero, nyatiro club bero, miramete shinia. Chamu ken ramu.
Chera dako kapenta.
Dako kapenta.
No bere plamba.
No bere plamba. Pe mirano me kwane bed kis karta mi klang weno mira yopi. And okay agla bero. Tiki mira me kwano and teaching ane. Chere. Hey, young chon teaching no go up no you ki fourth grade primary. But this time jomo no you ki fourth grade make very chagi and jomo why
you don't take a limb ko
be don't take a limb we master no no gera biru gu kai mo chama me kari captain mai mero gilwongian
again get instant cash made chologe they have companies they're running businesses
yes.
I don't know you
these are the rich people.
I don't know you need take a carpentry shop na kuya think na pe for ke pian every day channel ti do jebane in masters merke ko ngi do ya chele ka channel do jebane
amera wochi ye na mi wal en angyo jomo kan they will feel bad okay young chon lokwe kwan chilampe gi bega considering gana madi lokwe kwan
Gen I pick considering themselves.
Gen no gani kwan mono be ilome Uganda kila po be pole kwa missionaries. For missionary gen you know chalo tembi achar but missionary Catholic gen go ya gani kwan andonye gan kwan pa Catholic yang chon po be yon. So these people resorted men for your teaching, driving, game mechanics gi and that tells you kan chet gulu, kan chera ruwa, kan bi na kan para kan. Jo magingi lok mo yopo motoka.
Chilam.
Chilam.
You want to look at the restaurant. Below, you know, Chilam. Biachara generally.
Biachara generally. Here area make a wempe. You might you come getting on it.
Ponky carpentry, ki mechanics.
Now, one job is Vatican. No, what it was.
What you can do?
Omar, any,
Kumuling, get a kick off the Jeva wood.
You're a legawala. Teaching quite good. And that is what explained the reason why. Can you come fundraising? I'm sorry this morning, these are facts. Can you fundraising? Where Catholic you fundraising? Where you want Magite Dini Meshilamu you fundraising? At the end, Kwan Chanama Catholic go bolo fundraising. Give me Kwan Chanama Omegwa Medini and again go bolo. Johnny Lawyer Wapian. They have the money. Pian kita mesti teaching. Pi pangat mo bala go chero yo tuyo. Nate mo ta mo ne mana ko mania li piara bi jero ala jeba kan. Ulo oil, engine oil command. One food wati mega yo pu.
Iti ki kote ni wa bal pero malaka ne.
Wa bal pero malaka ne mere go sim kay di log bal so teaching gena pera de lego lo teno ma geno te ko clavier kape caro pe tam ni no nga geke pin ko mete metier katimu teaching Allah ne ko ni wan jom ken bo tika taw no mi ron dak katimu teaching bana ya
pian ori dak te ben makanika
pian kati ko so sawa ngwen ti mi ra ten no pe paran wa guru gena bana
ero ana guru pe
mo mami kate
na guru ata ero mala guru pap alwe bob balaka
that is okay but not all
not all guys
ojo mo kera when you do you come again not awful so pecha kwan weekend no gwaje chera kwan TikTok harimande tulizira over 8 speech manene ngoma tika kate ikata new vision gitika waja ni Henry Bossa aka General Tiger appeared before Nakawa Grade 1 Magistrate Road Acham Mushom and denied the charges. Later to Atukunda informed court that investigation into the matter is still ongoing. Look at TikTok, dan mukena pegiti TikTok yomopore na yeto dana ta.
Pangi one make wa bena dong TikTok kubero ponki dana chwele manogiti yeta twala nyera chwele manogiti yeta TikTok o kona na gwa lui o kona le lui kona be kona ngo. Na ku Pikiti ki social media TikTok me yeta na one when we part one when we have different gifts one when we part in another way. So in pay ki social media me yet one way what dana chel in air pangi ke nero trend enoni me nera nyira ti posting jimmy social media me in nera la win mare and ti clip ma chilu in another way
it do my power chel we had a conversation on radio Rua 1 Key West Nile and we were discussing the gender based violence the 16 days of activism kay nero jo manongi balo awangati ni agi balo shawan pian cham ken conversation ilog ma kata ke TikTok be kelu wala mo iko pangat mo so gibalo shawa ge TikTok pul pa juma balo shawa ge TikTok politi juma ni anyera and now ken lob ngoma no gitika posting yes ngat ma ma ko tila cho em megen dokta
ma ko pe
ti ki TikTok yo mapopore for hate speech ya yet ko lok me nyayo log mo maro nyayo lwen ikin kaki money logo ma raji kom kaka money met waje ni ha ka en raji en ko ngo america tem gi ko man ke
no emphasizing ate aki kwana ki
so Lemon White background. Bossa was arrested on January 26th by the Joint Security Forces shortly after recording a video. His arrest was confirmed by the Chief of Defense Force Mose Kandirugaba. On the first account of hate speech contrary to Section 2 of the Computer Misuse Act, the state alleged that Bossa between January 2025 and January 2026 at various areas in Uganda, including Kayunga, Kampala, and Luero districts, or were about using a computer via TikTok account, sent or shared information which was inflammatory and is likely to cause against other tribes or ethnicities. So, I think there's one thing, Madam Merungeni, you can use all the social media, one, to cause debate, and let the debate be a healthy debate. If it's about corruption, if you have facts,
and the sad thing in the ring any poll debate me TikTok, petty more can you mati talk about development. Mon kino ki lo kamar kona na be aloy kona ngene kona ngala chan kona petty talk. Let's talk about inflation. Wala kongi kumbiri elections ukaro ngoma kuti wache ne kumbiri kiti loko curriculum for primary schools ngun chalu vulu what are your thoughts on it ina we kiti wa any teaching carpentry and I don't use the thing madam mero embracing can you cause debates on such issues
so let's use the social media to cause developmental debate and when some people are causing developmental debate people be the job money guna njone de yal dana maraji
be dak joke en chako ngari go timene gwa
tutwa in benefit gwa by proving yourself
you never one woni you know we be charge kichemo wang
koni Emma uchako waini let's talk about we breed make a rumor
ngaru bul kam lo kani be pare
donc rekeni
inde chak lo kani o kona nga ringi ko machi iner ga
ke wa ko ni tak ni lo ke orange e diep ha nen comments ke likes
Comment ke like.
ketu karo kede ringi kono dano kuman kono kuman ayet ke yera yet mo chelo kuman nen no dano ringi kono but yen maitika wayni let's talk about the that facility mon matie ila yibi ko gane magilonia logistic hub mati la yibi ni pingo up to now logistic hub en pegiti gati okay
and you know
government about billion of
Dara magiti social media we TikTok e bulu maduonga the biggest number in they're not engaging in conversations makuman instead conversation anyway romote makijani inbe me bulu nutami beno peditotwal but also the time has to be limited ne take interest in other things as well pedo bedlock my year because kirinera ini kadong push comes to shove ki magera for defamation in that way so lutua nyulutinga na wamage bulu ne magiti social media o tiki social media mabe peki yete dok beno ringi the space for all of us all pene la working yero no ringi kubeti ti shining in one way we can all shine at the same time in our different places in that way nyero bet pare
nyero bet pe gumporengi te gumporengi gumpa ema te gumpa ema pero mo bedo ringi anda para mo bedo in ento mir one way wo ko mabe dok pedo eti nyogi position ni money mina ni mir devi orengi po bedikare
mina na kwa
nyego pien ko no ringi ko ni cha ko mabe la ana so to la eno ge kamati yeni mir ana no bid ngat ma dit loyo hweng gi bet ka ruma borra lebalu wayna bed work e bed work ngat money mer gi kete bed work ngat money.
Anyway, mer magina ti newspaper la TikTok a cher ko berki maro kitika terne e court lok meti kinyeng marach nyo kena gri longa ne defamation je megini wenti ga jera matien in vision newspaper cheling aye alibario ke kan non ke rekwan romo kwano ne bana ichimi www.newvision.co.ug ame ko ngwa mana kada ko dokumete ki yupeni.
Nong miet paluok kitabun mamonya doku Kilanzo Luxury Bathing Soap. Yeki kwene mapat chalawai mentho antibacterial, ice cool, blueberry, coconut kishea butter kidong raspberry. Mogi ken mayero wero del komidong maleng kon weri no miet paluok kichawa duju. Lanzo Luxury Bathing Soap, the ultimate refreshing feel. Luchatone aye chapa General Enterprises ginong dukan number deki Rafik Building Ichikubwe Kampala. Nong Lanzo Luxury Bathing Soap idukan ki supermarket duju may lobo